Hello and welcome to Lok Talks. This is Dr. Lokesh Bhatia, welcoming you in this video, and this is on the day of Diwali celebration day. So happy Diwali to each one of you. Why do we call this Deepavali? In the shortest possible story I can tell you in few words is Lord Ram, after 14 years when he was returning with Lakshmanji and Sita Ma. So 14 years in Ayodhya, not a single celebration was done, and they were waiting for Lord Ram to come back. As we all know that Lord Ram was on Vanvas and everybody was eagerly waiting for his returning back. So 14 years, not a single festival was being celebrated in Ayodhya. And when he returned back, full Ayodhya was decorated with diyas. Right? So that is why it is called Deepavali. Deep जला करके दीपावली को celebrate किया जाता है. So that is the very in short the story and significance of celebration of it. There are many stories relevant in this times from the past times. Well, what I'll be talking to you about will be something you might be knowing about, something you might not be knowing about. So stay tuned till last in this video, and I'm sure it will bring you some better, newer insights. And this video has been inspired by an article by Lata Daswani. So welcome back. So on the night of Diwali, Saint Vajravas was performing an oblation, that is yajna kar rahe the, to give away all his possessions and wealth. And his son Nachiketa was watching this and realized that his father is still attached to the possessions, as whatever he was offering was either old or not fit. Nachiketa was surprised to see this, who was observing his father as giving a cow which is no more giving a milk even. So out of anger, says Vajravas said, I will give you to Yama, the god of death. As an obedient son, Nachiketa decided to go to Yamraj. And when he reached there, he did not find Yamraj there, and he was out for some 3 days' time, and Nachiketa kept on waiting for him for 3 days without food and water. When Lord Yam returned home and saw him, Nachiketa waiting for him for last 3 days, and he was feeling so pleased that he asked him to ask for 3 boons, whatever best 3 wishes he wants will be fulfilled for him. So Lord Yam granting him 3 boons, and see how beautifully, how selflessly Nachiketa is now demanding 3 boons which he has been granted by. So Nachiketa asked for these 3 boons and told Lord Yam that his first boon would be for his family, second for welfare of people, and third for himself. He asked for happiness and welfare of his father as a first boon. For the second boon, he asked for how people can reach heaven where there is no sorrow, old age or death. And the third one was he was asking for what happens to the humans after death. So Lord Yam was very pleased with the maturity and the selflessness of the young Nachiketa and granted him all 3 boons. Lord Yam made Nachiketa's father a king with all the wealth and prosperity. He also gave Nachiketa the knowledge of karma, the free will to do deeds without ego and attachments, and the knowledge of detachment. With the help of this, he can help people to exit out of that birth and rebirth death cycle. Nachiketa was given the knowledge of soul and super soul, Paramatma, the Almighty God, can never be separated from God, as we are part and parcel of God and not God. On the night of Diwali, Nachiketa truly traveled from darkness of ignorance to the divine light of knowledge, which lit up just his, not only lift up his life, but the whole world because of his selflessness. Let's ask ourselves the true meaning of Diwali in our lives, and have we recognized the light within us? What does it even mean? It is simply means knowing that God's light is present within each one of us. And we shine even when we don't know we are shining. It simply means up the world day in and day out, the truth, compassion and authenticity. What you see in the world is a reflection of your own self. And so each one of us can be a light to the world by being to the most honest and truthful to one's own self. You can be a light to the world in so many ways. So be the light by giving a kind word of encouragement and appreciation when you see goodness or admire someone, by sharing your smile with people who cross your path, by being joyful and spreading that joy, by loving God, loving yourself, and by unconditionally loving others. It means accepting people the way they are, accepting the situations the way they are, and think what best you can do in this current situation rather than lamenting or regretting or feeling very bad about it and becoming emotional. There's no point in that, right? So use your emotions very wisely. Never be emotional. Just use your emotions in a very wise manner, and that is called emotional intelligence. By giving back to the society in whatever way you can and experiencing the joy of giving, by being grateful, radiating the joy and celebrating all the blessings of your life, by being an eternal optimist, by living in now, living in present moment. You must have read a book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, right? I have made videos on that by the title of Pain is Inevitable and Suffering is a Choice. You can watch that video. Well, someone who can care, someone who can listen to, listening is very important, a skill. Someone who can be very empathetic, someone who can be very universally compassionate. Such are the people who can enlighten, who can lighten up people, and who can be the light to this world. So with these words, I wish you happy Diwali once again. Wish you all the best. Enjoy to the best. Meet and greet people. Call at least all those people who you have not called up in last 1 year. Soon I'll be traveling back home, and I'm trying to my best to call up all my friends. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you in your next video. Thank you very much.